All right, you guys, I want to welcome you to this 2026 Prix Walo 50th anniversary to be exact, on which I was able to perform. So for those who don't know what Prix Walo is, it is basically the Swiss Oscars, a place in which you get the biggest award and the biggest recognition ever in Switzerland, right? There you will be able to find and see a lot of media personalities, a lot of artists, a lot of influencers, and everybody's just there waiting on, who is going to win the big awards. So they had a lot of categories, right? The best newcomer, the best comedy, the best production, and so on and so forth. So how did I make it there? Well, it all started July 2025 when the rapper LAB, shout out to LAB, he hit me up and asked me if I wanted to participate in the smaller version of Prix Walo, which is a competition between multiple artists. And I was there in the hip hop category, right? So we had two rounds. First round, we had to perform two songs, and I chose to perform the first song of my EP, Mama Was Really Outside, which is Demons Challenge Part 2. And the second song I chose was Cream Freestyle, also of my EP. And then we had the second round, which will be the finals, and I performed the song Maeve Outside, also of my EP, Mama Was Really Outside. Make sure you check that out. And with that, I won. And what I received was this, all right? And also the opportunity to perform on the big stage, which just happened May 2nd, 2026. So the smaller version of Prix Walo, or the competition, took place between, I want to say, October and September 2025. So we had a lot of time to prepare. May 1st, 2026 was the day of preparation, or the sound check day, actually. So I went to Zurich Congress House to, to do the sound check and to just see if I was actually able to perform, right? And then May 2nd was the big day, the big event. And I arrived there around 12:30 a.m. and stayed until, well, past midnight, I want to say. And my performance was around 9:45 p.m. So I had a lot of waiting time right there. And the pressure was really on me. But, the Lord helped me and it went well. Well, I think it went well. I messed some things up in my performance, but we'll talk about that later. First thing, I want to thank the whole team. They really held it down for everybody. I was not the only performer. We had other performers as well. One is this crazy young kid named Ilko. Never met a talented kid like him, ever. And he's really good. All right, so shout out to you, Ilko. Shout out to Sam Raid, a pop rock band, if I got it correctly. They were crazy too. They did their thing. And then we had Landlytics. I hope I got it right, okay? Don't kill me. There were some young kids, very respectful, lovely guys. I talked to them, I talked to their parents, and they were just amazing. So shout out to you guys too. Man, just shout out to everybody that performed. It was crazy. It was really good. So yeah, we were there waiting on our time and talking to each other. We had food. We had a choreographer. We had the audio team, the video team, like the whole kitchen crew. I know I already said food, but the kitchen crew, the whole Prix Walo crew, man, they were amazing. They were on point with everything. Like, they started when they said they would start, and they ended the show, the event, when they said it would end. That was just really good. And I felt nervous on that day, very nervous, but I prayed, I read the Bible, and then I chilled out. And it was just amazing how the Lord gave me peace within that time, within that moment. So I was ready. I had my fit on. My fit was a pullover from my own brand, Heroes on the Third, which I had over a white shirt on. And then for the shoes, I had my Jordan 11 25th anniversary classic joints. And then I had a green hat from Heroes on the Third, so from my own brand as well. I had like a gold Dizzle watch, which incredible joint. Yeah, that was my fit. So the audio team calls me and says, okay, it's about time. You got to get prepared. Take your in ears. Here's the mic. Here's whatever. And I had like these in ears on, and they were dropping the whole time because I have tiny ears. So I walk out, go to the main room, and on that note, I have to say that I was actually very nervous, but at the same time, I was thinking, if I'm going to mess it up, I won't be able to change it. So I might as well just go and do it. And that's what I did. I just went and did it. So I want to give a special shout out to the girl who volunteered to, be part of my set, to actually start my set, which is Kayla. She's crazy too. She's one of the girls who danced for Ilko's set. And she's crazy too. So shout out to you. Make sure you follow her. And shout out to the other dancer, which is Melissa. She actually talked to me about my clothing, and she liked the fit. It was encouraging hearing from her, that she messed with my stuff. So shout out to you. Your shirt is definitely coming. Yeah, so that was it. So I was on stage, I started performing and started doing my thing. I almost slipped up, I almost fell, I almost messed everything up on stage. Yeah, I even forgot the lyrics at one point. I didn't hit the note as I wanted to. We'll probably have a reaction to my performance. I would love to do it, so that I can show you where I actually messed things up, right? The song I performed was 10 Toes Down, which actually wasn't meant to be performed on that date, but it was meant to be performed on the finals of the smaller Prix Walo. But just as the Lord wanted, I didn't perform it back then, but was able to do it now. All right. And yeah, and everybody applauded when I was finished. People came and encouraged me. They said some good things, some good feedback. I connected with people, a lot of people I didn't know and I do know. Shout out to Zoe Me. She gave me, some encouraging words. Man, shout out to everybody who came to me. There was actually a mother who came with two of her sons, and she said, yo, my two kids are your fans, and they really like your stuff, and they liked your performance, and they wanna follow you. So shout out to you guys as well. It's always amazing being able to give people things that can make them grow and also learn as well, man. Shout out to the president, which is Monica. She was crazy. She was always working. She actually came to my crib to record this interview we had. Yeah, shout out to her, shout out to her team. Everybody was there. People were just encouraging me and telling me, yo, you're going to crush it, you're going to do this and that and the third. That was amazing. Shout out to everybody. I would recommend this thing to everybody. If you're an artist, go ahead, go to the small one. Don't feel too big for that. Go to the small one and then go to the big stage. And I know when we talking hip hop, a lot of people say, man, we're not talking commercial, we're talking things from the heart. But what I can tell you is, if you really have a message, as I had a message about Christ, about my beliefs, and I took that from this basement, from this room to that big stage, and I performed, and people told me I delivered, and they got the message. I encouraged people. People said to me, yo, you should stay 10 toes down on your beliefs. And I think that's the same thing for you. It's not different, right? Now, I respect it if you want to keep your stuff for yourself in your basement, or for your, small group, because you feel like it's realer than, being on the big stage. Maybe you don't like that exposure. I don't like that exposure, but I was like, okay, man, let's just try it. And what I actually have learned is that it's one thing recording your stuff, and then it's another thing performing it on the big stage, right? So yeah, man, I hope you got some information. I know it took some time to get to the point, But yeah, I'll probably see you in the next one. Probably a reaction of my performance. And if you like this format, man, just leave a comment, drop the like, and I'll see you.